Testing, 1, 2. Et je sais pas comment c'est. Ouais, aujourd'hui, de quoi un peu différent. Today is something a bit different. I wanted to try traditional painting again. Je voulais essayer la peinture d'un style traditionnel un petit peu. C'est sûr que là, j'utilise des crayons de plomb, using some colored pencils, and I'm gonna do a wash afterwards. If there's any problems there with my mic or my voice, I know that it's not the best microphone I'm using, so the sound will be a bit touch and go there. A bit weird. Just gonna bring the mic down a little bit so I don't clip while I'm drawing. So I tend to draw on the paper pretty hard. So. Ceux qui regardent, yes, it is an auto portrait. Yes, it is mildly realistic, and like the likeness isn't even close to 100%. I did this as a warm-up drawing a couple days ago. And I wanted to give traditional another shot. actually sketching on paper to warm up, which is new. Usually I sketch on tablets. So, we'll kiss it up and we'll see what happens. The shadows aren't 100% working either, but we have to play with the values a little bit there. Once I get on with the paint, I'm probably not gonna make this too complicated for myself, and boy, that does not look good on camera. Shit. I'll probably try to stay in the two-tone. Maybe go a bit wild. Like, to see it on paper is one thing, and then you look over on the camera, it looks like crap. Some of that. These are Call Erase pencils, and yeah, you can erase the pencil as advertised. That's good. Let's actually erase that ugly ass forehead thing I had going. Okay, see, that's already looking a bit better. Leave some space for paint too. So this is what it looks like at the right angle. It's distorted a little bit there because of the way the camera's placed. I have the wackest setup right now. Okay, perfect. So I think then I wanted to add a bit of red in some places now. my nose always destroyed by the elements. It's not even that I have allergies or anything. Just always destroyed. So I'm just adding in a bit of red tones with the pencil. Let me just verify the mic that is the good mic. Yeah, it's the good one. Okay. So that's good. I think next up will be the wash. So, just using my trusty Bob Ross palette here. Ah, jeez. What kind of wash? I think we'll probably just go. Hey boy. I haven't opened up these paint, whatchamacallits, in like a year. In like a whole year. Jesus. Almighty. Okay, so there we go. I'm actually painting on the same place where I do my digital painting, so hopefully I won't scaff paint and water everywhere. Let's hope. Or on the rickety ass camera stands that I have, which are like art books that are counterbalanced with the pop figurines. So it's a real stream of the people. Okay. So I know first off they always start with some sort of wash in the videos that I watched. So it's pretty much just applying a light coat of color on the whole drawing. So I'm gonna go real boring and go like some sort of orange. Did you hear that water swoosh? Hope you did. Okay. Jesus, this is scary. Jesus, Jillian and Murphy. Okay. Okay, so let's get started. That is. So first off, way too thick. Usually. Okay, so I have to hold my palette. So this is mixed media paper. So we'll see. It's not looking too mixed media for now. Jesus. This is why they sometimes, practice stuff off of streams before doing it on stream. See, the red that I kept on the drawing works great. Jesus, I did not think this through. Okay. So that's pretty cool. It's looking like a grad school art project, but it's fine. Just apply water everywhere. Jesus. I am going to need to let this dry a little bit. So I did prepare for that. I did prepare for that. So it is actually looking kind of cool. So after that I can go and darken some values. I'm going to need a heck load of Scott towels. You can't paint without Scott towels, so some of those actually. And while that dries, I'll probably work on another piece that I'm putting the values on. Bad people missed that. I actually had quite the moment there in the corridor. Almost just fell flat on my face with the this thing. So this is actually what I'm using to mix my colors while this dries, because it's gonna have to dry. I think I'll put it on the windowsill. Hey Louise, that's my cat. Cat's sleeping on the windowsill. Oh, see. With the natural light on there. I'm probably just going to put it right up against the screen. Perfect. And now I can, wow. So, I'll put this right here. And, oh, is that on my drawing? Wow. You know, so lesson 1, I'm going to have a checklist going with my thousands and thousands of watchers. Okay, so 1, always practice something before you do it on stream, and 2, always have Scott towels and a cloth. Yeah, so Scott towels and a cloth. I have both, because if I use too many Scott towels, I'm gonna get decapitated. So the other one that I wanted to add values on, it's actually the last page of my sketchbook. It's kind of like a Tomorrow War fan art. So it's looking pretty cool up to now. I was pretty happy with just a quick 10 to 15 minutes there to warm up. So I'm just going to start layering in some blacks on top. Probably starting with always, you want to put the most effort into the focal points, so there. Okay, good. So I'm going to start with that face probably. Just getting the face to work. Starting to think I might have wasted money on these color pencils and probably just could have used lead. Lead is the word. Lead was the word I was looking for. Okay. Great. And I don't know what it is about color pencils, but every time I try to sharpen them, they go ahead and break on me. So, okay. Let's continue on. This one I purposefully left it pretty blank, so that everything there, so I could add everything with the paint or with the color pencils, just so it wasn't oversaturated with lead lines. Just wanted to have fun adding in those folds and those shadows. So it's just too bad that I can't zoom in. For sure, it's not gonna show up too big on the screen. I'm actually going to, sorry for the noise. Just close, but not too close. So what I saw people doing too sometimes is they put like an arrow to show where the light's coming when they draw. I always found it kind of stupid, but would have been useful. Oh, well that's not good. Give me a second. So apparently my phone locks up after a while too. Oh jeez. Okay. I'm gonna need to keep that in mind. So it's inspired by Tomorrow War, but the creature doesn't exactly look like this. The design's way better in the movie. I'm just having fun with it as a warm up. Trying to add other elements of the design too. These color pencils, I'm really gonna have to get used to them because they don't have the same feel as lead. So that's that. I'll probably go ahead and check if my other one is dry. Hey Louise, it's my cat. She's on the windowsill. So it's getting there. Boys, it's Smudgy. Hey girl. Probably. Sorry. Yeah, so covered my whole palette with red and yellow, and I think I'm only going to use it on the background, maybe. Okay, so apparently you can't leave brushes too long in water because it might dissolve the soap. So put it right there. I'll just put them on my Scott towel. How's that? Hey, like it was meant to be. It's so weird working with traditional tools. So I'll continue this one a little bit. After that, I'm going to go back to the portrait. That's not the auto portrait. That's more of a portrait than an auto portrait. Something that David Finch does that's really cool is he does all his lines. When he's about to do his clean drawing, he does all his lines before, and then he goes and he does his texturing, his shadowing, and all that. That was always something I was opposed to before because I thought it kind of betrayed the process. But if a 25-year-old veteran is doing that, it's not a bad idea. Now you're going to say, I did not do that for the beginning of the image. I did not. It's very, very purposeful. Do not at all forget that lesson. They have like weird tentacles, and they have a few. So stressful working without an undo. See, I didn't like the hands that I sketched out. I just did them almost exactly like they were sketched out. That's fine. Hide that in the paint. Hey, man! Hey, thanks, dude. No worries, Jerka. Look, if you can, you can. If you can't, catch me on the next one there. I should start doing these again. They're more not more often, but more consistently, I would say, because it's been really on and off, and I was quite busy with either contracts and had to return to the grindstone, so. Hey, thanks, bud. And thanks for saying it looks epic, so you're very appreciated. Alright, Ben. Have a good one, and thanks. I shall. And am. Okay, so that's pretty much where I'll stop this one, because I do want to get the portrait going, the one that had the wash over it. This is cool. So it's had time to dry. Relatively certain. Oh wow, yeah, yep. It's had time to dry, and it is all over the place. So it's a mixed media paper. Okay, let me just adjust this a little bit. The same mistake as when I was setting this up. So I need to set up the camera like this, a little bit further, and then it'll go back down a little bit. Perfect. Okay, so this is the auto portrait. Let me grab my trusty thingamabob. I think I'm probably gonna go just with some black and white over this. Maybe like put a bit of blue in there so it's not too, because I find that when you just dissolve, when you kind of wash out the black without anything else, it kind of makes it look brownish, especially with a brown background. That might happen. So it's just a little bit of black. Now I do have a cloth somewhere. There we go. Right here on this side. I just covered my mic with a cloth. Okay. That's a bit of blue. It's too bad. My mic isn't strong enough. It's not able to pick up the matte brush swooshing in the water. So I think I'm gonna go with I don't want to go too big. Yeah, I do not want to go too big, so I'm gonna go with this guy. This guy right here. Oh, this is near to me. Okay. It's pretty small. It's like smaller than a finger. Yeah. Okay. So. See the track. Okay. My God, the first brush stroke. Okay, so it's going to be a pretty dark piece. apparently it's always better to go darker than to go lighter, because you can always rescue dark colors with highlights, but going back on a piece and adding dark values can kind of ruin your value structure that you have. So let's hope that's true. Already, I'm sad I did not scan this drawing. Because I think the whole point, I drew this and I was like, oh, it'd be funny to I'll get it. Comparison. Yeah, it would have been really fun to have a comparison between like traditional and digital tools. So. It's an auto portrait. It's 1 in a million, so. This will be redeemable, I'm sure. So when I was younger, I really liked the dry brush look. So I think it still stands. Still holds. Stands up is the term. So the black's on the right side are going to be quite a bit darker. Left side, yeah. I want them to be a bit darker because it's going to be a rimlet with another color. So in order to get a higher contrast out of there, dark. Woo. Some white in there, just. Nope. Actually, yeah, the light from the bottom could be a. Bottom shadow will be a cooler shadow than like the other one, for lack of a better term. Will be the darker one. So the side kind of top down kind of thing. I think that if I really want to get serious with these traditional streams, probably have to get an actual camera. The paper's holding up though. Pleasantly surprised. HDF. It's Zach LD Art on YouTube. So for sure the quality is going to be better over there, the quality of the video. C'est Zach LD Art, Zach LD Art. But, yeah. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by the way. If you're still there, give us an update on how it's going with your comic book. With you and Sasha. Pas facile. Pas facile le traditionnel. Jesus. So. Hopefully I'll be able to save this. By the time the stream is through. So, let me, oh, nice. Ouais, c'est ça, c'est Merlin. Quel tombe encore vous êtes rendu? Je sais que André avait acheté le premier. Puis je sais que dès qu'il il est censé me le passer là, si je l'envoie un de ces jours. Plus petit. Wow! Hey! Félicitations avec 5e tombe. That's crazy. Nous autres, là, on est encore sur le premier. Still on the first one. Ok, crème, c'est tout nouveau là. Jesus. Fait que vous êtes en avance, c'est bon ça, c'est bright ça, fait que vous êtes en avance là, du release schedule. Nous autres tout, c'est ça qu'on a peur là, tu sais, ça fait comme un 2 ans, 2 ans que tu travailles sur un tome, puis tu veux le lancer, then you release it, and then it takes like 2 years before there's another one out there, and people are gonna forget, you know. Okay. C'est un peu ça le struggle. Non, on n'a pas. Je te dirais qu'on n'a pas cherché. On s'est fait on a fait des demandes un peu préliminaires, puis on s'est monté comme un document, là, mais il faut retravailler le synopsis. Puis une couple d'affaires du genre là, avant de pouvoir vraiment chercher sérieusement. Parce que comme c'est là, tu sais, c'est moins vendeur parce que ça n'a pas vraiment le style de l'histoire il est différent. Fait qu'il il est dur à décrire. Là, fait que monter une présentation de projet puis une soumission, c'est un peu plus dur. Mais là, André va se mettre à temps plein là-dessus. L'écrivain, il se met à temps plein là-dessus bientôt. Fait que j'ai hâte de voir si ça va déboucher là, de ce côté-là. Ah, thanks. ouais, c'est ça. Jusqu'à date, c'est ça l'histoire. C'est ça le motu, je trouve. Là. ouais, mais c'est ça ça, puis c'est intéressant parce que les dessins, ils ont comme changé. Ils changent d'un chapitre à l'autre, puis tu sais, veux pas. Ça faisait un bout que je dessinais beaucoup moins ce style-là avant de commencer. Fait que tu vois comme une courbe assez raide là, d'apprentissage ou de moi qui s'habitue au médium au courant là, des premiers coups de chapitre. Là. Fait que là, j'ai fini le chapitre 5 là, dernièrement, puis ça leur ressemble. Mettons qu'il y en a, genre, il y en a une couple qu'on pourrait recommencer, puis ça me ferait pas de la peine, mais ça va rester de même. Thanks. Oui, mon style il a changé beaucoup. Je te dirais, tu sais, j'ai comme un chapitre là, qui est quasiment exactement du Frank Miller. Tu sais, c'était un peu on purpose là, mais it was very Frank Miller-esque Sin City. C'est très très des, des contrastes forts puis tout. Là, c'est le dernier chapitre, là, le 5, le dernier qui est très très BD. Um, tu vois que c'est comme un mélange là, j'ai gros des influences quasiment un peu manga puis plus cartoon dans les formes puis les expressions, mais tu sais les proportions ça reste très très BD américaine. Fait que je trouve que ça a donné de quoi de vraiment cool là, dans le dernier chapitre, genre que ça continue. Là, le chapitre qu'on est en train de faire en ce moment, c'est ça se passe dans le realm astral, fait que là le concept est complètement différent. Puis on dirait des dessins qui ont été faits dans un asile psychiatrique, là, c'est spécial. Non, c'est ça. C'est always forward, tu sais. Puis tu sais, en même temps, c'est le fun pour le lecteur et tout, là, tu sais, de voir là, ce changement-là au niveau du dessin, là, tu sais. Ça, c'est quelque chose que j'aimais beaucoup. Dans le temps, je lisais plus, là, tu sais, je pense. Ouais. De voir, tu sais, le personnage, l'artiste qui s'habitue au personnage, puis le changement dans le style là, au courant de la série. Là. J'imagine que, tu sais, c'est aussi très visible là, du côté de Sacha, là, comme après 5 tomes, là, j'imagine que tu pognes des formes que t'aimes, puis tu t'habitues plus avec le médium, puis le style là, de science-fiction, fait que les affaires que t'aimes dessiner, ça change, là, dépendamment du style que tu fais, au moment. Ok. Là, tu vois, I was finding the face really too dark. Je trouvais ça bien trop foncé le visage, là, mais depuis que j'ai racheté la barbe foncée de même, là, c'est un peu mieux. Ok, nice. Ah, j'ai hâte de voir, là. Je vais du pour m'en mettre dedans. Tu sais, des fois, tu veux tout acheter. Là, on était au salon du livre, puis je voulais tout acheter, mais tu sais, des fois, c'est pas un salaire qui permet de se pogner toutes les BD qui passent, là. Fait que j'ai bien hâte de voir. Ce serait cool et tout faire une collabo, là, tu sais, si vous avez un dessin que je peux ancrer digital, ou si vous voulez un variant cover, ou juste dessiner quelque chose inspiré du monde, là. Ah, ok, nice. Ouais, c'est ça, c'est comme une évolution, là. Ah, ça, c'est cool en même temps. On faudrait pas que ça fasse comme les Simpsons, là, tu sais, puis après 30 saisons, Bart il y a encore 10 ans. 12. No, I think it's 10. Lisa's 8. You know, I keep that in j'en ai aussi. De mon côté, là, vu que le tome il est une centaine de pages, nous autres, j'ai commencé à faire des BD sur le side. Mais tu sais, je me permets comme de la BD personnelle là, un matin par semaine. Puis ça va donner des webcomics là, que je vais lancer gratuitement. Fait que là, le premier, il arrive mi-juillet, je te dirais. Là. Ben non, de voir ça. Hey Louise. Puis là, je vais la visite d'un chat. A cat jumping in. Hey girl. What's going on? Getting camera shy, aren't you? Yeah. You're gonna walk right by, aren't you? Hey, pas habitué de m'avoir peinturé. You're not used to seeing me paint, are you? Don't rub yourself on the camera. Please don't. I'm about to take you away. Oh, right on the. You better not be putting wet paint everywhere. That's. So we're gonna take you and put you elsewhere. Ouais, je t'enverrai le lien de download. Mi-juillet. Tu sais, c'est juste un 3 pages, puis c'est une histoire que j'ai écrite en 2017. I wrote it in like 2017, so. C'est. Ça a du vécu. In 2017, j'ai fait des retouches là. I've been like touching it up a couple times. It's gotten a couple glows. The story's changed a few times too. Puis je l'ai finalement assis là, sur quelque chose que j'aimais là, mais tu sais, je suis nullement un écrivain, c'est pour ça que tu sais. 3-4 pages là, c'était mon maximum. Il va y en avoir une couple de même là, qui vont être lancés en attendant le gros tome. So, this is looking pretty cool up to now. Might have to let it dry a little bit, or just go a bit lighter. Ça fait des formes que j'aimais bien, je l'ai tout bousillé. Ah, pas like ça. Just adding a bit darker spots here and there. Some light will help it a lot. Oh, c'est le genre, the kind, it's I would say science fiction. C'est science-fiction, super-héros, je te dirais, plus que d'autres choses, mais c'est aussi c'est une histoire asynchronique à ce qui se passe dans les panels, fait que c'est comme un petit peu deux histoires parallèles. Ben, oui et non, c'est comme il y a deux courants parallèles. Tu t'as les pages, puis t'as les panels, puis t'as les stations, applications qui sont comme qui suivent pas nécessairement. Je suis sur portrait mode. I am not. Ok. Fait que c'est ça. Fait que c'est un peu. Comme André dirait, c'est de la PD. C'est de la poésie dessinée. C'est ça. Ben, on va voir la réception. Non, surprise. J'ai du poil de chat sur mes pinceaux. Ok. Sinon, hey, Black Widow, ce vendredi. Black Widow's coming out this Friday. So freaking excited. Tellement hâte. La première, fait depuis genre 2 ans. Quasiment qu'un nouveau film de Marvel. Ça va être le fun, ça. Salut Réo. C'est vrai, hein? Ich. J'ai pas fait attention à mon affaire. L'équipe magique. Écoute, je me fais tellement d'amis à me promener avec mon coton des Browns que je peux pas arrêter d'en parler puis d'être comment t'appelles ça? Qu'on ait la bonne parole des yeux des Broods. Ouais. C'est vrai que c'est con dans les Broods. Ouais, c'est ça. Ouais, la mienne, là, c'est. C'est ça, c'est super-héros, mais c'est aussi de la BD, tu sais. On dirait que l'influence d'André était là, même avant qu'on commence à travailler sur la bande dessinée. Ouais, ciao Réo, c'est ça que t'as dit tout à l'heure. TTYL. Trop moins avec le lead speak là. C'est vrai que ça fait bro, c'est pas mal. C'est ça, continue un peu avec du dark. Maintenant, je vais être rendu à mettre des highlights, là, puis ça paraisse mieux. Bon, le chat est revenu. Salut Louise. Là, c'est pas pire. Preuve que je suis en train de faire une bonne job. Là. Mon téléphone est en train de me dire qu'il faudrait que je change en mode portrait pour pouvoir prendre une meilleure photo. So that's good. I might just have ruined it. Louise, go away. Kinda ruined it. If you're gonna step on the... Non, pas là, pas là, pas là, pas là. Eee. Putain. Louise. Right on the fresh paint. Jesus. How dare you? How dare you? Okay. Yep. Par contre, là, le chat, il a pas trop ruiné. Didn't ruin it too much. Louise? Don't. Okay, good. Just lay down. There we go. Lay down, lick yourself. There we go. Good girl. Méchant zoo. It's a goddamn zoo one in here. On l'a plus fatigué. There we go. Louise, just stay in your corner. Come on. I'm not gonna try portrait mode, dude. I know it's a nice painting. Phone. Thanks for the compliment. I'm not gonna try it in portrait mode. Jesus. Là. Louise, tu vas une crise cardiaque. Elle essaie de piler sur. She's trying to step on my freaking palette? that's on my keyboard. I'm gonna throw everything away. Off. Throw everything off. Louise, just go. Okay? There we go. You good girl. Bon, avec tes fins. Tes fins quand tu veux. So my eyes are brown. Mes yeux sont bruns. Might as well put them some weird ass red, yellowish color. Oh, it just looks like dark green. I have been told they're dark green sometimes. Fait que sont blancs foncés des fois. I'm liking this color. Okay. Eesh, too much paint. Trop de peinture. Ouais, c'est juste que towel. Toujours le merci à ceux qui écoutent là. Je sais que c'est juste quelqu'un qui peinture avec aucune musique de background. C'est riveting. Mais c'est pour en fait. Parce que l'algorithme YouTube, Facebook, it's so prickly about what you can play as music, so sometimes it's just better to turn off the music. I think the O'Neill. Ah ouais. O'Neill. Je le connais pas. Je t'envoie un lien dans le chat, j'irai le checker après le stream. Tiens, en tout cas, jamais Réo il repasse, il va être content. Là. J'ai rajouté du rouge. Les abs, c'est. Fait que là, le nez il fait un peu bizarre. Hein. On a quasiment le teint un peu foncé sur le nez. Mais merci. Ok. Oh shit! Oui, j'ai jamais vu. I never read the comic book, j'ai jamais vu la BD. J'ai lu la BD, mais j'avais vu le film avec Sean Connery. Mais si c'est un artiste qui travaille avec Alan Moore, là, ça devait être bon. Merci beaucoup. Very appreciated. Je sais que j'aimais beaucoup gros des inspirations de Dave Gibbons et tout. Dans le temps. What do you want, Hugo? Je pense que j'ai checké ça. Ok, ouais, foncir le nez un petit peu. Vraiment juste une touche. Après ça avec toute la face. Ombré de même, ça fait juste bizarre là. Le nez au complet qui est dans la lumière, là, ça a l'air manqué bien raide. Bon, c'est ça. Là, t'as mon petit gros nez qui ressort de du shadow de même. That is perfect, actually. Okay. Receding hairline. Ma montre qui dit de me lever. Fait que là, ça commence. Commence à avoir de l'allure. Je vais être bientôt rendu au highlight. Le vocabulaire. Pas facile des fois. Je te dis, j'ai fait des modifications au texte à André pour faire le storyboard. Là. Puis il arrêtait pas de rire de moi parce que c'était des mots de. Des mots d'une personne de genre 5 ans. Hey Jerka. Hey cool, thanks for joining. So it's starting to look like something actually. You probably when you left, I must have been working on the other one. Fait que là, c'est ça, j'avais un autre dessin que je travaillais dessus pendant que le fond il séchait. Là, ça va être... Peut-être aller foncer les yeux là un petit peu. Wait, where are the subtitles? Sorry, bro. Maybe YouTube can have the automatic subtitles. Peut-être qu'il y a des... C'est automatique sur YouTube, because I do... depending on who's talking to me, I switch from French to English. Like, you draw stuff, and then you're like, ugh, I'm not gonna put gray into the white of the eyes. It's gonna look super weird. Turns out it usually helps and makes it look more realistic. Oui, je suis français. I am French. Well, it's from the French part of Quebec. There's my patriotism bleeding through. It's the French part of Canada, on the East Coast. So I grew up as a Frenchie, and well, I learned French and English at the same time, but my mother tongue is French. So. Oh, okay, my phone just shut off. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm out of battery. Dang. How much time have I been streaming for? An hour and 10 minutes. Oh jeez. My hands are full of paint. Well, thanks everyone for joining. I am sorry that the feed cut out. As it turns out, I did not have enough battery to finish the stream. Fait que j'avais pas, c'est ça. J'avais pas assez de batterie pour finir le stream. I will have to leave and clean up. But next Tuesday, maybe either traditional Tuesday or some comic book art next week. Ok, c'est ça. Mardi prochain là, ça devrait revenir. Je suis vraiment désolé. Alright. Thanks for tuning in for the end, Jerka. I'm really sorry that my phone battery ran out. See you guys.